position of te kotahitanga is the hapu has a voice, the iwi has a voice, and so their point in that paper is seats will not meet their need alone. The other work alongside council officers would bolster that.
Thank you. All right. Any other councillors? Okay, Councillor Westman.
Look, I think we actually stand in a fork in the road. We can choose from fear, uncertainty, or the status quo. Or we can open our arms to cooperation, collaboration, and the richness of diversity and the collective wisdom that this will bring. We as a council need to ensure that we educate the people of the district on why we support Maori seats. We need to lobby government to ensure the speedy cancellation of the poll, so we do not have to go through that. This has my total support, and I really would like to see it proceed.
Thank you, Councillor Westman. Okay, very good. Thank you very much, councillors, for all your views there. I certainly, like Councillor Westman, would like to support the establishment of the Māori wards. The time has come. It's 2020. We have a wonderful relationship, especially with our tūwharetau iwi. And in recent hui's with the iwi leaders who are represented, some of them here today, the preference was that we need to get moving. We need to start somewhere and establish these Māori wards. Then we do have a seat at the formal table. The Māori representatives on the subcommittees up to now have been fantastic. Great contributors to those committees, and it's been working well. But as you know, those committees are just subcommittees. So now we bring Māori people to the table. Especially our iwi tūwharetau, the preeminent tribe in New Zealand who installed the Māori kingitanga. They're held in such high respect, especially in Wellington and right around the country. And to have two representatives from the Māori role around this table is a landmark decision for us today, and very, very exciting for this district to take it forward in a cohesive way. So that's where my preference lies, and I would certainly have much honour today in moving both Resolution 1 and the OR, which is to establish Māori wards for the Taupō District for 2022 local government elections. So I will, with moving that, call for a seconder if possible. Thank you, Councillor Kingi. Would anyone like to talk against
just
the
very
proposal?
quickly, can you
just
explain, have you moved option 1?
Yes.
And you said or?
Yeah, so continue working on the project, but and coming up with the finer details of it, but also establish Māori wards for the 2022 elections.
I know Mrs. Jakes will correct me. There's actually two resolutions. You've got option 1 and then 2.
Yeah, Mr. Jakes. So obviously the officers will have to work as of normality to continue on. Could I have a suggestion as to what?
Those are the suggested recommendations from staff. So His Worship has combined parts of both of those suggested resolutions into one, which is fine.
So obviously, what I'm saying is there's still some work to do and to define the wards, the boundaries of the wards and what have you. So that's where I'm in 1, and in the establishment of the wards in 2. So what Mrs. Jakes is suggested to combine it, so happy to move that as the seconder. Happy, yep.
So it's an and anyway, Your Worship. So resolution 1 is the directs officers to continue with the Māori representation project, and then the second resolution is to establish Māori wards for the Taupō District for the 2022 local government elections. So it's 2 resolutions, but within the same moving block.
Correct. Councillor Park.
Yes, Your Worship. I would hope that the resolutions be taken separately, because I do fully believe in Māori having a view at every level of council, including around this table, but I think the timing is wrong for us to go for Māori seats for 2022, when if a poll is invoked and our decision gets overturned by the public, we are then binded for 6 years before that can be discussed at this table again, and I'm not willing to take that gamble and have Māori wards not have a view for at least 6 years. So I would appreciate if both recommendations can be moved separately, please.
Mr. Taho. Oh, sorry, Sue.
Sorry, I probably should have said, with regards to the review of the legislation, I spoke to officers at DIA who will be dealing with that. They've only had one very quick meeting with the Minister when I spoke to them, but they were very aware that as well as removing the ability to have a poll, it was important to include some transitional provisions to look at councils who have had a poll recently and have been overturned in a poll, and then a court in the 6th year, you can't do anything for 6 years. Whilst there's no certainty around the change in legislation, they're aware that as well as removing the poll, they need to do something for councils who have had a poll come against them and have been bound for 6 years.
So, you're suggesting going back to the resolution that was combined, is it okay to split them up? Or, yep, okay. So you're happy to split them up? All right. So we'll go to resolution 1, which is there. I'm happy to move that. Second that. Could I ask for all those in favour?
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Okay, so we'll start a new number 2, that the Taupō District Council establishes Māori wards for the Taupō District for the 2022 local government elections. Happy to move that. Seconded by Councillor Kingi. All those in favour, please say aye. Could I have a hands up, please? Thank you. The motion is carried. Those against, would you like that recorded? Yeah, cool. So 4 is Councillor Westman, Councillor Truman, Councillor Mack, Councillor Leonard, Councillor Kingi, Councillor Guy. Those against, Councillor Park, Councillor Westerman and Councillor Body. Sorry, Councillor. I'm getting mixed up with Williamson and Westman. Sorry, Councillor Park, Williamson and Body. All right, the motion is carried. Thank you very much. That draws a closure to the meeting. And Councillor Kingi, would you be able to give us a finishing prayer, please? Thank you.
Oh, kia ora, Your Worship, and look, can I just congratulate Council for this pretty momentous occasion. Kia ora te whānau. Kia tau, kia tātou katoa, te ata whai o tātou ariki, ai karaiti me te aroha te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairo tapu, ake, āmeni.
Amen. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, we'll have a 10-minute break, and then we've got